live. It was supposed to play. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hi, Criptex.
Hello, Fishy. How are you? Hello, Zero.
I'm good. How are you?
Hello, everybody.
Fine, fine. Thank you for having us tonight in your show. Thank you, Fishy. Glad to be here.
Yeah. This was inspired by you, Criptex. I was just avoiding going live until you told me to come on your show, and then I was like, all right, kind of broke the ice again, I guess.
So I was the inspiration. That's what you're saying?
Yes, yeah. You inspire me.
Cool.
I think they call it a muse. Don't they call it a muse?
Nice.
Are you in Colombia, Criptex? I remember earlier last week or at some point you said you were going to Colombia.
I'm here this week. I'm already here in Medellin,
Awesome.
Colombia. Yeah, it's awesome, man. So happy to meet my family again. So happy.
Good for you, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks
Yeah.
for asking.
I'm taking a trip back to Fort Wayne here in a couple of months, so see some of my family I haven't seen in decades.
Wow, cool, man. You're welcome here. Let me know.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you know.
Okay, my house is your house, man. No worries.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He's moving in.
I'm moving in. I got 3 kids and a wife, so
That's enough room here for you, man. No worries.
right.
Sleuth, did you see the question? How's Patrick Westfall? Inquiring minds want to know. So this is an open panel, so anybody can hop on whenever they want. Let me put the link. I already put the link there, but I think I need to pin it. So I'm gonna drop it. Asking for a friend. No, you're not, Jenny. You're asking for yourself. You know this.
Yeah, we know, Jenny.
Jenny from the block.
Yeah, Jenny from the block.
Cool.
So I did have a few things to talk about. And so let's see if I can share my screen. Sorry, I feel like I'm very rusty and I'm not quite prepared, but that's kind of how I roll. So you guys are just gonna have to.
So unacceptable.
I know it really is. It's ridiculous, but
you need just a couple of drinks and that's gonna fix everything. No worries.
Okay, so let me get my little timestamps here. Okay. So we're going to look at some of the prison calls and just things that kind of stood out to me that I was like, that's a red flag, I guess I would say. Of course, man. Go slow. Come on now. Yes, Sleuth. If you interview somebody, you have to keep tabs on them from there on out. It's a requirement. I think you're the only one that really knows how to talk to them, though. So Dude, what? Sorry. It's like not working. Blah. This is
You're having technical problems like law enforcement. I think we lost her. Can you hear us?
Uh-oh.
Okay,
I can hear you.
too. Okay, cool.
Yeah, she said she's been having some troubles before she went live.
Let's say hello to the guys here. So, hello, Mustang65. Happy to have you here, man. Thank you for showing up.
Hi, Mustang.
Hello,
What's up,
Zero.
Charles?
Okay.
Yeah.
Again. Hello, Finn. Hello, Sloot. Hello, Jenny.
What's up, Fiend? What's up, Sleuth?
Charles.
Hi, Jenny.
okay. I think I'm back. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Yes, you're back. Puck is here. What's up, Puck?
I don't know what's going on. You know, shit happens. Let's wait a bit for our host. Maybe we can start. Zero, what do you think about the interviews that were published, that were released? She's here again.
The interrogation? I didn't watch all of the interrogations, but I did watch about half.
Okay,
of them.
am I back? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, the
Yes.
boss is back.
Oh my
the
gosh,
boss
dude,
is
my
back.
internet is. I don't know what's happening. This is like the worst day. I don't know.
No worries.
But I'm going to
Yeah.
turn around right now. It's going to get so much better. Okay, Fiend, I'm dropping the link and you should come on.
Do it. Hit the link, Fiend. Hello, Moonbeam and Rainbows.
Can you guys hear me?
Got this? I can hear you.
I can hear you too.
Huh? You can?
Yep.
Yes.
You're good. You there, Fishy? I'm not sure. I think Fishy is having technical problems, guys. So I think you have to take the control of the conversation here, Zero. Go ahead.
I was saying earlier that I did watch Tom Webster's 40-some minute video of the phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as I'm concerned, of course, Richard Allen said that I did it. I don't know. I didn't count, but I'd say 20 times maybe in all the calls. But it didn't sound, I mean, I don't know. It didn't sound convincing to me in the sense where he was, it sounded like he just wanted to get that out there to just say that he did it.
I growl.
As opposed
so
to give any
what?
description.
Some people growl, okay?
Are you there, Fishy?
Can you hear us, Fishy? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Yeah, no, I got your point, Zero. And anyways, in my opinion, every confession that was made in that correctional facility is just questionable. So,
well, in the same breath, he said,
nothing's working for me.
you know, I think I'm losing my mind. think I'm going crazy. So it's kind of, I mean, obviously the confessions led to his conviction. There's no denying that. But I think there's a little more context to them than to just believe that he did it, that he did it.
Yeah, no, for sure. And
At one point, his wife was asking who's with him, or he said someone is standing there with him, and I don't know if they ever divulged who that individual was, or if there ever were individuals with him there. You know, we can only speculate that people were, I wouldn't say forcing him to say that, but that's kind of what it sounded like to me. I've always been pro-defense, so of course I'm going to lean that way. But yeah, it just didn't sound. It didn't sound like he was being sincere when he said I did it, even though he said I did it numerous times, at least a dozen. There's no denying he said it, but it just didn't sound convincing.
yeah, of course. And I
Almost
think,
like he had a script or something that he had to say.
yeah, and anyways, after 13 months of being in that correctional facility under those conditions, and you know, when you hear the confession, like if you listen properly to that confession, you know that at the end he says, yes, as you said, he says, I did it, I killed Abby and Libby. But at one point he says, but you know, there are people here listening to this conversation or something in that sense, you know. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man, that was really, I wouldn't give a lot of weight to those confessions. Of course, the strategy of law enforcement was to put Richard Allen in the Westville Correctional Facility to get those confessions. That was the only way to get a guilty verdict. And
yeah, that's undeniable. Without confessions, they were not going to get a conviction.
Of course. And yeah, man, I think everything that was stated by Richard Allen after being there in that correctional facility is just very questionable. We know, you know, the main or the most how can I say, damaging confession was the one he made to Dr. Wallace when he was talking about the van, because it was not even the white van, it was a van. And how can we know that Richard Allen was not fed with information by Walla? When we listen to the interrogation or the interview that we just saw the material that was shared by Tom Webster, and nobody's talking about this, and that bothers me a lot. Jerry Holman was feeding Richard Allen with information that only the killer would know. He was telling him that the bullet was between the girls at a distance of 6 inches from the feet or from the foot of one of the girls. This is information that only the killer would know. And he was feeding that information to Richard Allen in those interviews that were videotaped, that were recorded. Imagine what happened in that interview made by Dr. Wallace. And we know the reputation of that disgrace shrink, let's say. So I wouldn't put a lot of weight on those confessions. And most of the... You're back, Fishy.
Hi, Fishy.
What's up? You guys are amazing. Thank you.
What up?
Hi, Salute.
How's it going?
Fine. What about you?
I'm well.
Cool, man.
So thank God to you guys. You guys are amazing. Like handled it like champs, and yeah, heck yeah.
Zero
We're
was the
here for
champ.
you, Fishy. Yeah, we're here for you. Got you.
We got
Thank
you.
God.
So take the control again, Fishy. You're
Yeah,
the boss.
Oh.
now it's all you.
I feel like I'm gonna screw it all up again. I don't know what's happening. I thought Fiend was gonna come on, and I was happy, but apparently not. I don't know. I dropped the link. Like maybe the link didn't
He's
work when I
got
dropped it.
cold feet.
I don't know. Does Fiend get cold feet? I'm not sure.
No, he's gonna be here for sure. Come on, Finn.
Okay.
We are waiting for you guys.
So that time it did work, right? I dropped the link. You guys see it? Everybody? Yeah. Oh, I mean, it had to have worked because this is the list you got on here, huh?
Yeah, I made it.
So yeah, I guess
Yeah,
it did
the link
work.
works.
Yeah, usually
Okay.
a couple resets works.
Oh man, I don't know if it's StreamYard or like my computer or the internet, but I just like reset everything. So hopefully we're good to go. Okay. So, Charles, are you in here?
Yeah, I'm in here. My bad. I thought I was still in the background thing.
What's up, Chuck?
Yeah. Nope.
What's
You're
up,
on.
everybody? How y'all doing? No,
Hello, Charles.
like I said, it sounded like there were some technical difficulties, so I was gonna, just try to help out or something.
Good evening, Charles.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Good evening. He's so
Awesome.
formal. Okay. So, hopefully I can make this work and share my screen. It doesn't mess everything up again. Sleuth, what is your opinion?
About what specifically?
Well,
How's the
did you see
city
the
wall?
picture of the vehicle?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is your opinion on that in particular?
Well, I made a quick little video about it. I don't know if you caught my live stream earlier today.
I did not. I've had a very like stressful like
Hold on, let me
day
sit
for
down.
some reason.
I could put it up on the screen if you want.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right, I should have it handy. Yeah, here it is.
Oh, where is it? There we go. Blood.
So I took the same year, model, make and model, and I just kind of drew an outline around it. And I just brought it down over the top of his vehicle, or of the Hoosier Harvestor vehicle.
That's pretty dope. That's a good did you try it with any other vehicles?
Try what? Matching it? No.
Yeah, like the outline or just like, just
No, just that one.
for comparison. But I mean that looks like a good fit, but yeah, I wonder how many other hatchbacks would just have like the same kind of shape as that,
The part that convinced me was the distance. The wheels are exact, and this little wing on the top, like it seems to have that right here.
Well, like I feel like
The same little arch right here.
yeah. Let's see if I can. I
do
looked up
believe if
some
there was any, there would only be a couple.
if there's any like vehicles that look like that.
Yeah, I know there's a Volkswagen that looks fairly similar, but it might be too new to be the one from 2017.
Well,
And I do think I saw Chrysler as well that might have come close, but once again, it all depends on what year we're talking here.
Well, like most of them have this little wing up here, right? and then like I picked like a bunch of different ones that like look no don't they
Well,
look
when I
similar.
say I can only think of when I say I can only think of like 3 or so myself, you got to count that as each every 3 years or so, or every 4 years, somewhere in there, a car gets updated and the design and all that changes. So basically, all this design is going to be the same from like 2013 to 2017, 2017 to 2021. You know, it always does that.
Right. But like I'm just saying that I think most of them have like that spoiler thing on the back above like the back window, you know? But I can
Yeah.
see what
Oh, you mean the wing? Yeah.
what like where do you guys see didn't they say that like one of the distinguishing features of it was the the
The rims.
light coming through the
Rims.
rims? Yeah.
I think that might have had more to do with maybe the rest of the video, like
Well,
it
the
pulling
picture
in
in
or
the
something
interview
like
is
that.
better. If you look at the
Yeah.
photograph on the table during the interview, it's like colored and it's much better copy.
Mhm.
So whoever sent this or however Tom that is, it's obviously like they just ran it through a copy machine.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It did look like it went through a copy machine. Do you think did they see the actual video in like the jurors? Did they see the video?
I don't know. In the Discovery, it talks about like slides.
Yeah.
In the Discovery Index, it says they basically took a bunch of images. So I'm assuming they took it frame by frame, maybe.
Probably what they did with BG early on.
Kind of like they did with the video, I guess.
Yeah. So if you look at the Discovery Index, it kind of that's what it says.
Right. Okay. So then there's that. None of my stuff is like working, and it's like so frustrating because I feel very discombobulated. But does anybody have any opinions on well, one, I was listening to the calls and and I just felt like really bad for Kathy Allen. And I think people are like, some people were saying that like she wasn't letting him talk or any like of that stuff. And I just empathize with her a lot. And because for sure she didn't know about it. Like, I don't think she knew about it or like you could even accept it if she did think it was him. I think her brain was like making it like where she was in denial.
Yeah, I think she's
Yeah.
suspected for sure.
I agree with that. Like his confession is her confession.
Yeah, on the phone, she's just trying to tell him not to incriminate himself. People keep getting mad because they want him to talk, but you'll understand. The more he talks, the more shit he ends up, going fast. The more he talks, the more
Totally.
he basically gets screwed. So if you're trying to protect him as a person, yeah, you're going to tell him to shut up.
I just can't help but wonder if she was like more comforting to him, like I'll still love you if you did do it. And I wonder what trajectory this would have went in. You know what I mean? I wonder what direction this all would have went in. I wonder if we would have got more answers. If she would have just said, "That's okay. You know, we're here for you. And if you did do it, and you really did do it, and you're not sick, you should go tell them. You know, go sit down and tell them
Well,
everything.
I mean,
we'll still love you."
His mom definitely told him that. She said there's like nothing that you could do that would make me not love you. And like so that is one thing. And Kathy kind of said the same thing. She basically was like, yeah, like I would love you no matter what.
She started crying and she said, "No, you didn't. They're putting something in your food."
She explicitly stated that she did not believe that he did it, and that they're messing with his head, and that they're feeding him drugs through his food or his medication. So I don't believe that she thinks he did, even though he said it multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, during that call,
from what he said.
during that call, it seems like he wanted to talk to his dad too. Like he's like, "I'm going to tell everybody. I'm telling you. I'm telling mom. Can you get dad? Like I want to tell him too." And then she was like, no, no, shut up. Like, and then he was kind of filling out the waters, like seeing how she would react. And she rejected that idea, you know? So he's like, all I care about is my wife, Kathy. The doctors told us about his dependent personality disorder. It's all he cares about is his wife. So that her feelings are his feelings.
Yeah. I mean,
I just think that after more than 1 year being isolated, your mind is not in the right place. So you could confess about everything just to give some peace to your family. That's just my opinion.
In the phone call,
The
he
culture.
definitely didn't seem like the same guy that was for one of the interrogations that was shown. Definitely not the same
But
guy.
Criptex, you're breaking up a little bit on my end. I'm not sure if you could go out and come back in.
Okay, I'll do it.
Or I meant zero. Did I say Criptex? Sorry. Oh shit.
the
Okay, but
interrogation
I did get my little my little sheets thing to work, so we could actually go back to what I had actually planned out for this video. So that's the positive. We can have a little more direction now. Good golly, Miss Molly. And now Criptex is gone for good. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, so let me go to the parts of the phone calls that I thought were interesting. 18, 20 something.
Thank you for using GTL. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Are you there?
I am.
Hi, honey.
How are you?
Oh, it's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear your voice, baby.
Oh, you doing okay, hon?
Oh, I might be now.
Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to be meeting Brad here at the gas station to find something, so I didn't know what that was about, but are they going to move you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think maybe I'm losing my mind, but I'm not sure.
Oh, no. 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 So they allowed you to call, or have you been able to and just couldn't?
Oh, great. This is the part where it gets weird.
Yeah. I'm right here.
Oh. Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah. What's going on, hon?
I don't know. I just think maybe I've lost my mind.
Oh. No, honey. We've all lost our minds at this point.
So Brad and so I can trust Brad and Andy then?
Yes, you can, sweetheart. Yes. Let's not talk about anything that we don't need to, but no, there are lawyers, honey. There are lawyers.
Well, I need to tell you something anyway.
Okay. Are you sure you want to talk to me over the phone?
Fishy Criptex is backstage.
Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I need you to know that I did this.
What? No. No, you didn't, dear. There's no way. There's no way, dear.
Love me.
Dear, there's no way. Okay.
I hope you still love me.
I always will go love you, honey, but no, you have not done anything. And I think you are not well. So you don't need to be saying you did something you didn't do.
Well, hon, this is the first time I've been able to talk to you, and I've been trying forever.
Were you just not allowed to call me, or?
I don't know what's going on, hon.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to lose my mind now, though.
Well, don't. I'm supposed to be meeting Brad here for some reason, so. I don't know where he's at, but.
I've been asking for personal visitation, and that's not going through, and
I know.
then it's taken me, feels like it's taken me forever.
You have 1 minute remaining.
It's okay. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just trying to be at peace with things.
Honey.
And I had a dream that I needed to let you go, and I didn't know how to let you go, and
Well, then you're dreaming stuff again. Okay? That's all it is. You don't be talking about anything on the phone negative like that. Okay?
but I have to let you know that I did it, hon.
Dear, no, you didn't. There's no way. There's no way.
Thank you for using GTL.
So,
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, it's me.
Yeah.
that one, like, I do see how, like, that sounds bad, but, like, a couple things in there, like, one is his flat tone. It's, like, very, flat. There's, like, no inflection and stuff. And then he says something about dreams, and she says, "Oh, you're dreaming again." And that's, like, one of the effects of the Haldol is, like, it messes with your REM cycle.
Are we going to gloss over the fact that he prefaced the whole thing with, "I think I'm losing my mind"?
Yeah, he did. He definitely did say that. First things first. He
probably lost his mind. He's probably under psychosis, but that being under psychosis doesn't make you innocent.
Being psychotic doesn't make you innocent, but, like, it could possibly make you think that, or, like, say things that aren't accurate.
It could make you want to confess to get it over with, and, you know, to save your family from whatever. There's all kinds of things could be going through his mind.
But
So
truthfully, he never got. You're right about that. False confessions are a real thing, and they definitely happen, especially under those types of conditions. But he never really got a chance to confess to his wife, so we never really will know what he had to say, whether he was crazy or not, because she didn't give him the chance.
Criptex, it shows you, and then I put you in, and I can remove you and add you to the stage, but it's like not. I don't know why it's not adding you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, you're there.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Cool. Grab his photo with your mouse and pull it up.
Pull it up?
His avatar. You should be able to move it on StreamYard just by grabbing it.
Oh, yeah.
He's just not visible. I think he's behind the comments there.
Oops.
Okay, thanks. It's fine if you can't hear me. That's fine. Thanks.
Oh, I see him there. I think. Where do I put you? I'll put you over me.
I'm there.
There you go.
First line.
Thank you, sis.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thanks, Lux.
And then also he says, like, she says, don't say that. And he's like, I think I have to. Yay, Starling. Woo! I'm excited.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Heck yeah, dude. Did you get my Twitter message or no? I don't know.
Oh no, I haven't looked.
Oh, well, it had the link. Or I was telling you to go on.
Well, here I am.
Yay.
So was this his first confession? I just joined. Was this like his first one that we were hearing?
This is from I don't know what order they go in. This is just from like the
This sounds like phone call 2.
And it's at timestamp like 22, which is like basically halfway through what they have on this video. So I have no idea like what call it is.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
What is there a different phone call that you wanted?
Oh no, I was just asking because it seemed suspicious that he hadn't been able to call his wife for a while, and then when he is allowed to call her, he gave this confession, and it just kind of seemed like maybe someone said you can call her, but you're gonna have to confess. That's what I thought when I heard it. But
I think I have another one where he literally says that somebody is like right there or something. Yeah, I do. Hold on, I'll get to that part right now. It's 26. Right around here. We'll listen to it from here, okay?
We're gonna have it here.
Do what?
Nothing. This isn't right. No. No.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Hold on, I'm gonna start at the beginning of this call if I can. They should have chapter.
Stop talking about it, please.
And everybody else will as well? Honey?
Yes.
Because I may have to spend the rest of my life here, or
Stop talking about it, please. That's not true. Okay? Okay?
I don't understand. I just got to know that everybody's still going to love me.
I love you.
Because I may only be able to see you one last time. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you. It's not true.
It's true, honey.
No, it's not.
It's true, honey.
No, it's not. You're not well.
I'm well.
No. No, you're not.
Yes, I am, honey. I just hope that you'll still love me, because I may only, if I get the electric chair, or if I get the death penalty.
No. No. No, honey, that's not going to happen. No.
If it does, will you be there for me?
No. It's not going to happen here.
Do what?
Nothing. This isn't right. They messed you up so bad.
It's okay, honey. I did it. I did it, dear.
Stop.
I cannot stop. I've got somebody here listening to me right now, dear.
No. I did it. I'm sorry.
I don't.
Like right there, he's just like, I cannot stop. I have somebody listening to me right here. Like, is that not weird to you guys?
You can hear the emotion in her voice. Obviously, she's crying. Their high school sweethearts have been married for 20 some years. In my opinion, he would be relaying this information to her with more emotion, more of a connection, where he literally just sounds like a robot, just saying the things that he's saying. He's not trying. It doesn't sound like he's trying to convince her. It just sounds like he's saying it.
Yeah, he's very like monotone. And then like I was saying earlier that like I would think if you were trying to like tell your significant other or whatever that you had committed like a horrendous crime like that that you would kind of be like, yeah, I went to my mom's that day and I slipped up and I drank and like then I saw them and I was in a bad mind state, like there'd be like more to the explanation, in my opinion.
Yes, there would be more of a dialogue. Like I said, if she repeats, I don't believe you. No, you didn't. I think that there would be more of a convincing nature to his confession to his wife, other than I did it. Yes, I did. I did it. I did it.
Especially when she's like saying like, no, you didn't. Like, stop saying that. Wouldn't you be like, I know it's really hard to hear, honey, and like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, there'd be more of a connection.
Yeah, like what?
This isn't some stranger. This is his wife, and he really wants her to believe his confession. I would think that I would tell my partner in a more. I would try to connect more than just say I did it. I did it.
Yeah, and she's like, stop, and he's like, I can't. Like, I can't. There's somebody here. So, like,
I don't know if he was referring he can't because there is someone there. I think he was saying that he can't stop telling her that. Not necessarily stop talking because someone's there, but yeah, he's definitely on a mission to tell her explicitly that he did it, but it just doesn't sound right. Like I said, he's either doped up or, I don't know. I can't empathize because I've never been in that. But
on May 9th, he told Dr. Waller that he was planning on taking his own life. That call took place on May 10th.
May 10th. Oh, yeah. Hey, Zero, can you drop the link?
The very next day.
I can't see it because he has me blocked. And so that's probably why he keeps telling me to drop the link. But Zero, can you put it in the chat of YouTube?
The link to the StreamYard?
Yeah.
It's in there.
I know, but Fiend has me blocked, so I don't think he can see the link.
I put the link. I just put it there.
Oh,
okay, good.
No worries.
But so that is good to know. And that does make more sense, like why he would say like, oh, maybe like it's the last time that he would talk to her and stuff like that. but like it doesn't change how monotone he is and how like okay, so when people decide to commit suicide, a lot of times like doesn't it like make them feel like more free, and like if they're depressed it kind of like gives them like a lot of times they'll be like happy and stuff before because they know like it's gonna end everything.
I don't know. I think he might just be using it as a manipulation tactic, honestly.
But he also said that he'll see her one more time, though, right?
Yeah, that's true too.
I just think that his confessions were through a certain period of time, a window, and he's had plenty of time after that to confess, supposedly not choked up after his conviction, everything, but yet he's not confessing. So that just leads me to believe that his confessions were induced by something, psychosis,
I'm having trouble
fear,
hearing you.
intimidation.
Hey, Zero, will you go out and come back in?
You're punished.
So it looks like on
Yeah,
May
you're
5th,
banished.
he was on high risk for suicide. And it says here when that happens, the guards are watching you closely. So that might be what he's referring to. So on that call took place May 10th, and on May 5th, he was placed on high risk.
I think there was probably someone standing there every time, don't you?
It says here, leading guards to watch closely.
Well, the level of watch that he was on, like he was on administrative segregation, so it's likely that he does like anytime he's out of his cell, he would be shackled, like fully shackled, belly chain, and like if they're letting him use the phone, they probably would only let like one of his hands out to use the phone. In my opinion, I don't think he has a phone like in his cell or anything.
He tried to get Dr. Walla to allow him to call his wife. It says here on May 3rd. But I think he was unable to make calls because of his condition. That's when he confessed. So apparently May 3rd, he confessed in that great detail about the van and all of that. May 5th, they put him on high risk suicide watch.
Who's hiding you?
And on May 10th, that call.
No one is hiding you.
I'm trying to come up here like the whole time, dude.
Do we have video of the confessions or just audio?
I've only seen audio.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't remember them mentioning that during the trial, whether it was on video or not.
I remember Nick McClelland saying that there is just audio in the Hidden True Crime interview. That was that's my recalling right now. I'm not sure if there is video. I would love to see the video actually, if there is any video.
I don't think there will be.
Yeah, maybe not.
And to me, it sounded like a man who's trying to get out in front of the worst case scenario. Like he sees the writing on the wall, like this is the worst thing that could happen to me. And how will you feel if this happens to me? Will you still love me? How are you going to feel? What if I just go ahead and confess and get it all over with and make it stop? Will you still love me? And that sounded like what he was kind of thinking, but it's hard to say.
I think that every confession that he made at that correctional facility is just questionable, in my opinion.
Lloyd, can we address this one comment from Michael Myers? I keep seeing it.
We can't, but he said he's drunk and he's kind of
Right.
Yeah.
He's talking about in the interrogation. He's talking about in the interrogation when Captain says to Richard Allen that he told me you weren't on the bridge. And whether or not he actually, or she said that, or You never told me you were on the bridge. There's a difference between you never told me you were on the bridge and you told me you weren't on the bridge. He's claiming that she said that you told me that you weren't on the bridge. And I didn't watch all of the interrogation video, so I'm not sure what
Right.
exactly she said.
It did sound like there was some confusion about where she thought he was and how far he went and all that. And then Richard Allen kind of stopped short of arguing with her and correcting her. The way I saw it was he was being a real gentleman, and it's like, look, I don't want to, let's don't do this, let's don't argue. That's not what I said, but I don't want to correct you. I don't want to seem harsh or, like that. And she was already upset. So he just said, honey, I love you, which I felt like showed a lot of restraint and a lot of, I felt like he handled that like a boss.
I agree.
Like a boss.
Like a bows.
Zero. You're my fave. I mean, all you guys are my faves. Always do that. It's not good. Okay, Fiend, I made you a mod so you can I don't know what you're trying to we're not scared. I'm not scared. Nobody's scared up here. We want you up here. We want to hear it.
Yeah, we want you to come on, Fiend.
We're begging. He probably left because he thought we were hiding his comments, but I assure you we are not. Mart, find him and tell him. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I think I have more spots that we can listen to out of that thing. Right.
Oh, do you guys know what a food jacket is?
Is it like a foot job or something?
Yep.
I'm gonna go with no.
And I only know that because I heard it because of this case. I don't know that off of the top of my head or anything like that.
Yeah, food jacket is somebody that likes to pleasure themselves with people's feet.
That's Paradox. Where's he at?
Yeah, where's that food jacket at?
And how does that come into play here? What did I miss?
I believe that's like Richard Allen's email address or something. But that's not really that bad. Like somebody who has a foot fetish, I would expect something more of the child predator type thing to be something that would be notable, but a mere foot fetish is not really that. I don't know, shocking, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not trying to kink shame.
Yeah, Paradox loves the feet. No, I don't know if he actually does though. No, I don't expect predators to broadcast that, but I would expect the police to be able to find that on many of his devices or any of his devices. And I know he allegedly got rid of the phone from that time, but that's the kind of thing that's persistent throughout years and stuff. So kinks are more fun with a little shame. Oh, sorry.
Apparently, he felt none if he made that his public email address that he used.
Yeah, and gave to the police. He did not feel shame in that kink, which I mean, really, he shouldn't. I don't think that's a. I'm all for it, I guess.
It's all fun and games until you're a murder suspect, I guess, right?
Well, I mean, that is true. Anything you've done is gonna be. It's not really a thing until everyone's looking at it, looking for that sinister, that sinister nature to it. I wasn't laughing about that. I was laughing about the chat. Sorry. Oh my lord, you guys. Okay, so let's listen to this other part.
Oh, Lord. Here we go. What did you have for breakfast or lunch today?
Oh, had some kind of egg this morning. It looked like
Yeah.
something fairly normal. So weird talking to you.
What, sweetheart?
So it's just kind of weird talking to you.
Why? Why would it be weird?
I don't know. It just everything's weird in here anymore.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like I've lost my mind, gone to hell or something.
Well, we're kind of living it right now. It's not a good place to be in. Not a good place at all. And I don't have much say in anything, I'm sure.
But you know that I done it, right?
Dear, I don't want to talk about that. Okay? Want to have a good conversation between us? No, just don't. I guess it doesn't matter what I think, but
Of course it does. Just in a really frustrating spot right now.
yeah.
I said I'm just in a really frustrating spot right now.
Mhm.
And I know that that's nothing compared to where you're at. So I'm not
No.
trying to.
No. No, your side is a lot worse than mine. I have freedoms that you don't have, so I'm not going to go there. I feel guilty about that.
I don't know why nobody will talk to me and be honest with me.
You're not going to get that there, dear. They've already got the mindset. Don't care. You didn't do it. That's just prison. They're just another number. But
Just don't feel like anybody's willing to be honest with me anymore. Like everybody's afraid to hurt my feelings or something.
I just think people have to be very careful when they talk. And we all do. If I can get a chaplain in there to pray with you, would that be okay? I mean, I've been trying to get a hold of somebody, but of course nobody ever answers. You have to go to voicemail, then it's full. So, but if I could get,
I had a chaplain pray with me once, but it just doesn't seem to help me any.
Well, and it's okay because, I mean, praying to yourself is going to be very helpful. It's helped me immensely. And there's people out there praying for you. So you just got to pray the bad thoughts away, hon, and try. And the demons are fighting hard to get you.
Pray they go away.
Yeah.
I know, I feel like they've already gotten me. I'm already in hell.
No. Well, you're kind of in physical hell right now, but your soul doesn't need to be. It's God, not anybody else's.
Used to crush them to recycle. Sure, you want to know it? No, I didn't. One of these is shorter than the other. So, but no, we're trying to give you a hard time.
Sorry, I just jumped, but those phone calls are slow and boring and monotone. And we get the idea. But I do see why people like, I mean, there's nothing more than like somebody saying that they did it themselves, but like, I don't know it, like, because he says he feels like nobody will talk to him. So like, I don't know if he was like trying to get into it more and they weren't allowing him to, but like, it just all seems like he's in like a different mind state. Like you can tell he's on the howl dog because that's what it does, is it just takes away all, like it's for controlling Tourette syndrome or psychosis or like outbursts. So like it literally just makes you like blah.
I want to hear the confession where he said he killed his grandkids that don't exist. And like someone wrote in the chat, didn't he confess that he shot the girls? I want to hear those confessions in comparison to the I did it, you know, kind of monotone.
Kevin, James, and Dawn or something. He said I molested. No, Chris. I'm sorry, Chris, Kevin, and Dawn, and his sister too. I think he said.
That's interesting. You said he molested boys. I mean, not that you couldn't molest both, but I figured.
Well, he also said that his grandfather molested him.
Yeah. Was his grandfather a principal or something?
No, I think his father was of the middle school there in Mexico. His stepdad.
Mm.
Or not a stepdad, but his what is that? Yeah, stepdad. Sorry.
Okay, so then I'm gonna skip over to this interview because, and this specifically is the part where he's like talking about like what he wore, and they're telling him like, you told us you were wearing this, and he's like, I said I could have been wearing that, like I could have been, like anybody could have been wearing that, like come on. So I'm just gonna play this part real quick.
Okay. I'm just telling you, you're saying that's me, and you're saying this is the far side of the bridge. I don't even go out that far anymore. I haven't for years. Okay, for years. But back then, that was in 2017. Okay, and the question is this you? No. Okay. So you're telling me that this person was out there on the bridge and wore the same clothing that you have on that day? But you didn't see them. You can't tell that's a black Carhartt coat, a blue Carhartt coat, a pullover. I told you I could have been wearing this. The two types of clothing you said you wore that day was either a black Carhartt coat or a blue Carhartt coat. Okay, you said you had blue jeans, right? Okay. And I've had okay, so put yourself in my chair. I guess what I'm saying is I'm not going to tell you I wasn't wearing a black Carhartt that day. I told you I could have been. Who knows that's a black Carhartt? And if it is, it's not mine, it's his. And you said you have a hat. You normally wear a skull cap. I said I carry one. So if wearing one, it would be like a skull cap or a smaller type of hat or something. Okay. So this is the situation we're at. Okay. Basically this. Either you were out there to do this to the girls, or you were out there to be able to introduce the girls to somebody else. Okay. Good luck finding anything that points in that direction. I mean, it's not me. You're not going to make me believe it's me. You're not going to find anything that ties me to those murders. So I'm not really that concerned. You know, you went from trying to, I don't know what you want to say, get my trust and then slowly lure me into telling you I killed somebody, and I'm not going to do it. You know, I don't know where this came from.
I'm not trying to give you a hard time, really not. I just want you to put yourself in the situation where we as police officers are looking at all the evidence that we have and what you told us right now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not trying to give you a hard time, just want to make sure that we get everything taken care of here. That's why we wanted to look at the things that we wanted to look at.
And that's not going to happen now. I mean, like I said, we're done here. So arrest me or take me home.
I understand.
So arrest me or take me home. I'm done.
So first off, I would like to say that this interview's tone is like way better than with Holman. Like Holman just makes it like so like you know, not helpful at all. But like he says that he, for one, like if you just listen to how he's talking and his inflection and everything, it's completely different than him on the phone. And like because he actually like has emotion, like he sounds like a person who is like in their right mind, like when he's confessing, or like it's not just when he's confessing, it's like his whole phone call, his whole everything. It's slow. It's like you could tell he's like in like a different kind of like reality, and he's just like going through the motions. And so like it's interesting too that he says like, you're not going to get me to confess to something that I didn't do. And it's like, oh shit, actually they are going to, you know. Or whether he did it or not, I don't know. But like, he see just his demeanor and everything. Yeah, okay, so you've been yelled at by your teachers or whatever. I mean, I can see that. I've wanted to yell at you like Coleman did before. but that's not like conducive to actually getting information. That's how you get like a coerced.
That was pretty funny.
Huh?
I said that was pretty funny.
Yeah. But and then so like he says like, I'm not going to tell you I wasn't wearing that, because like clearly he doesn't know what he was freaking wearing. Holman did great. Holman did what cops are like trained to do, like in the read technique, but that's not the best way to go about it. Like,
You want to know the jacket the bridge guy
I
was
was
wearing?
I was not impressed by Holman at all, not at all.
I do
if you watch the Holman interview, Kathy walks in with his jacket, and it looks like the jacket.
So you're saying that Kathy is wearing the fucking bridge guy jacket in the fucking interview?
No, she's holding Rick's jacket. She's like, yeah, have your cigarettes there in your jacket. And she's holding this fucking blue jacket. And it's the jacket he was wearing in 2016.
So he went to the police station with that jacket?
Yeah, check it out for yourself.
Didn't they already take his
the
stuff
phone.
at that point? Like, didn't they already take his stuff at that point? There's no fucking way. Like, that would be wild.
They
That'd be
didn't get that jacket because she had it in her hands when they arrested him. And he wasn't wearing his wedding ring.
They wouldn't be like sitting right there, like being like, let us.
They're idiots. They're fucking idiots.
Dude, I have to see this now. I must know.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I swear, it's got to be the same jacket.
Dude, share your screen.
And it's not a Carhartt. It's not a Carhartt either.
Luke, you have to share your screen and pull it up because I must see this.
All right, give me a second because I was sharing it in the
Blow
Discord earlier.
my mind.
Well, if you just go, if you just speed up a little bit, I think.
I think this is.
Oh, is that it? The end? Okay, hold on.
This is like a short video. Yeah, it's like from the news.
All right, give me a second. All right, I'll just pull up the video.
Dude,
many
Bean
freaking
must be
folders.
scared. I think Bean is scared.
I don't know who that is.
What?
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Bean is? Yeah, you do. We have a clip of you from
I've never heard of her.
Stop it.
All right, here you go.
I'm sorry, that was funny.
Oh, there you go. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, I don't see anything. That's not the jacket, is it?
Hiding in plain sight.
I mean, I was not expecting a pink jacket.
He's like, I'm not wearing that in there. Hold this shit.
Dude, that would be fucking wild. That
Look at it. That's it right there. That's the jacket.
No.
Yeah, watch.
No
I'll pull up some other photos. Hold on.
Yeah, I need more. Prove it.
That's not the jacket.
I just think that those side-by-sides are really bad. It's not helping at all. For real, it's ridiculous. And with all due respect, but come on, guys.
There was blood dripping off it. I'm sorry. It's like, past my time, I guess. But yeah, like they definitely like if that was a jacket, they would have fucking been like on that right away.
They're dumb enough to think that he would admit. Yeah, they're dumb enough to think that he actually was wearing a Carhartt. Like they're dumb enough to actually believe that. You know what I mean?
Like Bridge Guy would have brand name clothing. Come on.
Is that brand name?
Carhartt? Yeah, Carhartts are like Carhartts are fucking cool. In Oregon they are, at least.
So you decide.
Yeah, I'm gonna decide that's definitely not the Bridge Guy jacket. I don't know. I don't think so. That would be Jenny, you wanna hit it? Oh my lord. You guys are crazy.
Come on.
Nobody's above a Vinlander. What are you talking about? No, just kidding. That's a joke. What? Crash Override? That guy's cool. Everybody in Indiana has a Bridge Guy jacket, I think. It's a god thing. That's funny. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, it definitely is. But imagine, like, what the fuck? That'd be crazy.
Dude, that like honestly, like I feel like
it looks like the jacket.
right.
Like I've been looking for this jacket for so long. And
I feel like you're
all of a sudden
dude,
I'm
the
yeah.
sucks that bad that you could walk right into their office and
Yes.
they would just not even take it.
First of all, what kind of killer goes, yeah, I was wearing a blue Carhartt. He's saying he was wearing a blue Carhartt, so when they go search his closet, they're gonna find his other jacket, which is a blue Carhartt, and they're gonna find nothing, right? Because the jacket he was wearing is something different.
Dude.
No comment.
Sterling? Sterling, are you back? Sterling, are you back?
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Okay, I was just making sure you were actually in.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So I thought I heard Sleuth say, like, that's the exact same jacket. You'll see it. Were you trolling, Sleuth, or you really think that's the same jacket?
No, I was just saying, imagine, you know.
I missed that part when you said imagine. I thought you were
like,
saying,
what if? You know, like, what if, you know?
I was a what if. Okay. So now that you see it again, do you still think that that's the jacket, or?
Well, how can I know if it is the jacket?
I thought I heard you say that it was. I'm sorry. I must be wrong.
Dude, it would be wild if it was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine she comes in there because he's obviously not wearing a Carhartt jacket. You know how I know that? Because he's
What do you-
telling the cops I was wearing a Carhartt jacket. That's how
But
I know that's not what he was wearing.
But that's assuming that he's like, that's assuming he would know.
Well, isn't
And
that all we've been doing?
I
a little bit, but I feel like they confiscated a blue jacket from his house, and then in the closing statements, I felt like they mentioned, and what do you know? We had a blue jacket, so like they're kind of, I don't know if they said Carhartt, but they definitely kind of doubled down on the fact that he has the same jacket as Bridge Guy, which I've
But
never seen.
yeah, don't you find it strange that they serve a search warrant and take his Carhartt jacket? But why didn't they take this blue jacket? It didn't look new.
Yeah, I don't think it was blue either, but
Yeah, it's like
why?
a black. It's like a dark blue. It's like a dark navy blue that could appear black and then appear blue in certain lighting.
You think it could appear like Bridge Guy blue?
Yep.
That same jacket we just saw.
Yes.
Yeah, that jacket I think was black, but navy blue and black can be.
Because if you look at the Bridge Guy video, his jacket is actually like 3 colors. It's black, navy blue, and then like a brighter navy blue, lighter, a little bit lighter.
Jacket isn't actually 3 colors, but it could appear to be like.
Yeah, depending on the lighting, the time of day, like 2:00, the sun was right on him. I think that's why he may have looked younger too. To Betsy Blair, kind of smoking a cigarette, just kind of with his head up, with the sun kind of shining right down on him.
You could have the best Hollywood producers and they wouldn't make him look young. Like
If you watch his interview, he looks young. If you watch him when he looks up at the camera, he looks young. He doesn't look 50.
I've never seen him look less than 45 in any picture or video or anything anywhere.
I agree.
Speaking of jacket,
Food jacket.
No, really, for real, that's not helping, guys. Come on, let's get serious here.
I think I'm past my serious allowance. Sorry, or I can do it. I can be serious. Members only jacket. Yep, only.
I thought this was your channel.
It is. It is. I either I think anybody can come up here and talk, and everybody's welcome. I'll drop the link again. But I'm probably gonna like laugh at stuff that's maybe I shouldn't, but I don't mean it in any bad way. I definitely if I don't know, I just wish why don't they have any DNA? Like, okay, Sleuth, why if there was a witness who said that Bridge Guy or the person that they saw was wearing a scarf and they actually found a scarf and they didn't test it for DNA, what is up with that?
I think the scarf they found was kind of weathered. According to Teddy, he said when he was when they were talking about it and during the trial, he was sitting there and he remembers specifically them saying it was all weathered. It was green. It looked really old. And I thought, well, that doesn't mean that they shouldn't be paying closer attention. You don't know if he didn't just grab some old scarf and wrap it around his face. You don't know what the fuck he did. You take that and you bring it in as evidence.
Yeah.
Were any of those articles of clothing taken, administered as evidence in the trial, or are they exhibits?
I believe so, because it was on the list.
Yeah, they conveniently took it from his house, didn't show it in the trial, and then referenced it in the closing statements as though they found it and it was a match. And what do you know? We found the blue jacket, even though, to my knowledge, we never saw it.
Well,
it's because Kathy was wearing it.
There was no DNA of the girls linked to him or his DNA linked to the girls. Don't you think that is in itself a problem?
from what I understand, only 10% of crime scenes, the actual person who committed the murders leaves their DNA. So only 10% of murder scenes will you
Okay.
find the DNA of the killer.
I think that's maybe accurate, but if we're talking about like somebody who slit somebody's throat, like 2 girls, the
Yeah,
amount
their
of
DNA
blood
on him for sure.
and moving them, like, then I would say it's very, plus like putting sticks on them, like there's.
Well, he would be covered in their DNA, but they wouldn't be covered in his DNA.
I mean, in my opinion, there would be some of it because that's a very like especially multiple times of cutting somebody with a box cutter. He would have had to like be right there, like
I think it was
holding
one
somebody's
time
head or
for
something.
Abby, and like a handful with Libby.
Well, like a handful, you'd have to be
If
like,
you have
you don't.
gloves on, I don't know if you have gloves or whatever, you have a scarf over your mouth. I mean, it's possible. And you're wearing multiple layers of clothing that might not even belong to you.
Well, who would they belong to?
I don't know. If I was going to go commit a double homicide, I'm not going to go into my closet and put on, my Sunday best.
Well, I mean, I'm not talking Sunday best, but we're just saying that like his jacket that Kathy's wearing, like
Yeah, I think it's
maybe
possible. Think about it. They searched
maybe
his
it was
home, right?
Kathy's jacket.
They served the search warrant, and on the list of stuff that they kind of took from him, on that list is the jacket, right? The Carhartt jacket. And that was before the Holman interview. But what is Kathy holding in the Holman interview if they have all his jackets in their possession?
She's probably holding like her own jacket or something.
No, it's his. She goes, I have your cigarettes in your jacket. And she's wearing a jacket.
No, isn't that interview is like weeks later, right? Because
Yeah,
they've
because
had his
they
car.
yeah, and
It
they
was
referenced
after
the
the
bullet.
search warrant. Yeah, it was after they searched his home.
So then they would have had his jacket in custody, don't you think?
No, and
Yeah,
he would have.
but there's the
He would have
jacket.
bought a new jacket.
There's
or
a blue
something.
jacket that looks like the bridge guy jacket, and it's in Kathy's possession.
No,
not
it's
in
not.
ISP's.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look anything like it.
Well, that's your opinion.
Well, I would say that it probably maybe doesn't look anything like it because like there's no way that like Holman wouldn't be like, oh hey, that jacket look like, unless
Really? So you guys talk all this shit about Holman and all that, but you don't think that they could miss something like that?
Could miss it if it walked right past.
They couldn't miss it because they already had it.
See, it's like it only fits when somebody wants it to fit. You know what I mean?
Right. It's only a black jacket when it needs to be black or blue or gray or tan or whatever. Like I don't know. Poll the audience, Fishy. Like if you can put a poll in, let's find out what color is that jacket. Black, blue, something else.
Well, I'd say pink.
Not pink for sure.
Put pink on there too.
I don't know if I know how to do it, but can you guys please be nice to each other? I don't know.
I just crack jokes and leave.
I really think we should talk about something different here for real.
Well, let's talk about Paradox because he's here now, and
oh no, I am here.
We were talking about you earlier because his email address has to do with feet, and you were the feet expert. So
yeah, food jacket.
Actually, I am. Yes.
How do I make a poll?
I don't know. I don't do any of this.
Don't worry about it.
You're gonna get 50-50 on the black or blue. I already know you will.
No chance. No chance.
Yeah, now I need to know how to do it.
All right. Well then. Ask
So how do I make a
He's
poll?
right there.
I don't know. You must know.
What's the question? What are we going for? If the bridge guy's jacket is black or blue, or if the jacket in the interview is black or blue?
Both.
Yeah, I would say both, but the one in the interview is definitely black. I'm just
here. Let me put. Well, let's put this on the screen real quick,
screen.
just so everybody knows what we're doing. Bam.
But I am. I don't know how to make a poll, so What up, baby?
I honestly have never done it, so I have no clue. I don't even know how to tell you.
You
how
have to
it.
do it in YouTube. So you go back to YouTube, and down at the bottom, they're going to give you some options. Right below the chat box, right where you would enter in your comments. I think right below that, you might have some options there, like a plus sign, maybe.
Okay, go into YouTube and then do you say the chat? Sorry, I was gonna make
Yeah,
sure.
right below your chat, you might have some options that'll allow you to do it.
Oh, and there's a plus button.
I believe that's
Okay,
it.
I got it. Okay. Start a poll. Yes. Now we're cooking with fire. Okay, so we're asking: is the bridge guy's jacket black or blue?
I'd be like,
Both,
what color? What color was that jacket that Kathy had in the interview? Black, blue, pink.
And then I'll put up the bridge guy image. But you got to let me share my screen.
Oh, hold on. I will.
What is the outcome of that poll gonna give us something interesting here? For real, I don't understand this.
It's going to prove that Sterling is wrong and that I'm right.
No, it's not gonna prove that. It's a stupid poll. It's the stupidest poll ever here, guys. Let's talk about something interesting here. Not about that, for real. That's just stupid. We are losing our time here, guys.
Okay, I have another
Only reason
video.
why
We're gonna watch, and hopefully I can get to it, and hopefully All Eyes is still in the audience because it is her.
Hey, guys, thank you so much for the invitation, but I just can't. Thank you so much. See you.
Sorry, Criptex.
Well, there's that.
Awkward.
I don't know what to say.
No, I mean, nothing. It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
I mean,
I think he was taking it like incorrectly, but that's fine.
I mean, it really is fine. And thank you for coming on, Criptex. I love you, and you're always appreciated. And okay, so this is from All Eyes, and they're talking about where Richard Allen is talking about where he parked, and which is like I think one of the most important things out of like that that interview is that like he doesn't say he parked by the CPS building, in my opinion. So like DB here says yes when he says I don't think that the big parking lot was there yet. When he parked there, it was just dirt. It seems like they paved the parking lot there. He said there used to be a building there. In 2018, they tore a building down right there at 1511 Old Camden Road. And that's where the Blue Bridge was as well. So this is her video. I'm not sure if it's supposed to have sound. It's sped up. So we're walking. And then if you look over here, see there's cars and stuff. So I think it's very.
We can't see anything.
Oh, thank you for.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was on my end or not. I even went on my phone. I was like, maybe my computer just doesn't work. Who knows?
Why isn't it working?
I don't know.
Oh, I know why. Hold on. I'm retarded. Okay. Good golly, Miss Molly. I have to add it to the stage. There we go. Now we're going. Yeah, I did all I just pulled to you. Like, what button on the mouse am I supposed to press? Oh, you could come up here, All Eyes, if you'd like.
I think that'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm your biggest fan, probably.
Probably.
I talk about you all the time.
Well, she won't shut the fuck up. That's correct. I'm sorry.
I think you say that word more than any other word.
I do. Wait, which
I'm
one?
sorry.
Sorry?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm
Or
sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
I'm sorry for being sorry.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. Sorry for being sorry. Okay, now you can see over here. There's like cars parked. Yep, up here. It's very fast. It's very fast. I wish All Eyes would come up here because she has like unlimited knowledge in this case, and like it's all there for people to just like look at and share. She has a very good like repository of information, like anything you could want or need. It's usually there.
Kind of want to hear her debate Sleuth. That'd be interesting.
Oh,
Maybe not.
nope. Well, All Eyes, you should tell Fiend
All
to
eyes
get in.
on me.
Because Fiend said we were scared, but we're not. And I think he just couldn't see me because he has me blocked. But I made him a mod, so you should tell him to come in here.
He did have a wrench when I first joined, just like 20, 30 minutes ago.
I just gave it to him, so I don't think he had it before.
Well, I don't know.
You what? You're scared of him? I know. He said we were scared. I don't think he's talking about me because I'm not scared. The Knot won't talk to people that disagree. Yes, they will. Come on, Dan.
And they absolutely will.
For sure. Now we have to get him in here. Get in here. We're just going to keep watching this one video until they get in here. So you got to get in here. They block everyone. No, nobody's getting blocked. Nobody.
They haven't even blocked me.
Dude, I was the first person seen ever blocked, and I asked him to block me like multiple times, but now he won't.
I'll block you if you want, Paradox.
Yeah, dude, block me, man.
He'll cock block you.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You took my words from me. That's not fair.
What's
going to be a surprise.
What's in this video, Fishy? What are we looking at here?
Basically, when they talked to Richard Allen about where he parked, like he was trying to tell them where he parked, and they were trying to make it like the old CPS building, but like that's not really what he said. I wish All Eyes would come up here because she's definitely.
Well, he was talking about the 25. There's a bridge that goes over the 25. That's where Betsy Blair says she saw the 3 witnesses walking when she went on her bathroom break. There's a parking area up there, but he didn't say that he parked up there. He said that he went every once in a while when he parked out there, he would go under that bridge. He was kind of like giving a long-winded answer about, do you drive this black car? And he started going off about trails and bridges and this and that.
I don't think he would. I think when they asked if he drives this black car, it was very clear because like he said when he worked out of town that he did drive the black car, but once he started working in Delphi, he gave that car to Kathy and he didn't drive it anymore unless he went on long road trips. Then they said, well, didn't you go out of town that day? And he was like, that he said like he wouldn't consider that like a long road trip, which I don't think anybody would. It's very close.
So you think when he worked at the CVS in Peru, what vehicle do you think he took?
I think that, well, he said in 2020 or 19, I can't remember that exact date.
It's a 45-minute drive.
He said at some point that he like the van was having issues or whatever, so then he would drive the black car sometimes, but like up until that point, like Cassie was like the main driver of that car. And I think like he basically like, if you're asking someone 7 years later, you can't expect like things to be like perfect. But here, can you guys still see this screen right here, the X screen?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, we can.
So yeah. So this is the road that forks off coming out of Delphi, and then you take a right at the end of the road. Wait, so this road right here. Let's see if we can make this bigger. Does that make it smaller? I think it did.
It actually, yeah, it made it smaller.
So, like opening it makes it smaller. Weird. Okay, I can make my screen bigger. So let's do it this way. Okay. Okay. So there's this road that forks off coming out of Delphi. That's number one. The little fork. How cute. Okay, so this is Main Street. This is the highway right here. This is Freedom Bridge. So this is coming out of town. This is town over here. And Main Street, then you take, let's see, and then you take a right. At the end of the road, there's this parking area where people used to park. That's number 3. So that's like right here. Oops. Nope, I cannot make it bigger. Okay. There's a small bridge before the blue bridge. You can drive under it. That's right here. And this road does flip around right here. And there is this little tiny bridge that you drive under, yes. And then that parking lot wasn't there on the other side. So like when he's talking about where he parked, like this is what they're saying that he's talking about. That it looks much different in 2016 versus 2025. Right?
Yeah, you go right over the 25 bridge and there's parking there. There used to be a road.
I think you go under that bridge, and then
if you watch the RTV6 chopper footage, you can kind of see those cameramen. They're kind of walking back there. They're right there by that bridge. I even think that guy, what was his name? Brian walking his dog Jesse. I think they were parked back there. Not exactly where she pointed out, but like in that area.
Are you talking about the other guy that the witnesses saw?
No, not that guy. The guy that was on the RTV6 chopper footage. You can kind of see him walking his dog, and he's walking to that white truck.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I think she's talking about that area.
Maybe. But yeah, my throat hurts, and I don't know.
You're tired of talking.
I'm like without Dan, it's like very hard. Like I don't know why he's not up here. Like, but
or Criptex. Everybody left. I joined and everybody just fucking leaves.
I think it was a tense situation or something.
I joined after the fact.
It was the whole jacket. You ruined it with the jacket thing, Sleuth.
Hello.
I crashed the party.
What's up, Dan?
Hey, I wasn't the one that began obsessing over it. I just brought it up.
We're gonna.
Well, here's one question. This is from Monday. Was the road to the bridge, I'm assuming, before Hoosier Highway being built? I'm not sure. Monday's comment. Oh, I have no idea. You'd have to bring it up and try to decipher it. It's not a bad question. I don't know.
I've heard that endorphin release before.
What?
It's the end of the world as we know it.
You guys better
and
be
you feel fine
nice about my guest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I am. I think Criptex is a fucking great person. I just joined. I don't know what the hell happened. I really don't know.
I don't know. There's just not much left to argue about.
Yeah.
Oh, there's.
I mean, minutia that you don't have answers for, and speculate. To get mad over that at this point, anybody on either side, it's just. I don't know.
Can somebody answer that question though? Was there a road being built near the Hoosier Highway?
I mean, I think that's what that was just showing was like how they made like because they put that Freedom Bridge in and then they added like a new parking thing, and so like they definitely like changed a lot of this stuff up.
Yeah, the highway itself is new, pretty new, fairly new.
Okay, so is done being built?
Yeah.
So it says in 2018, they tore a building down right there at 1511 Old Camden Road, which I believe is one of the things that he was like talking about. Like, so when he's trying to explain like what all that stuff, then it's going to be like difficult when that stuff is torn down and they don't actually investigate anything and like look into what he said. My throat really hurts though from talking.
Yeah. Well, you've only been live for an hour and 40 minutes and your throat's already tired.
Dude, and like it's always rough, man. But I did actually try to like plan stuff out this time, Paradox, and it just like my internet like wasn't working and then like yeah.
Well, I told you should.
But luckily, Zero and Criptex handled it like bosses and covered for me. And like, yeah, it is too bad.
Yeah. Hey, what was that address again? 200 North Camden.
Let me see. Do you follow DB on Twitter, Sleuth? You should.
No, I don't know who that is.
Yes, you do. You know who these people are. I swear to God, you do.
Never heard of her.
Doesn't that name stand for dumb bitch?
No, don't do that.
I like DBS.
I know you do. Dan, shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, we need that. Where's Fiend? Dan,
yeah, I know.
Shut the fuck up. That's what we need.
He likes 40 caliber and upset.
Criptex seems to be an honest. He is a very honest person. He's like, I have so much love and respect for Criptex. I like hope that he is not upset because I wasn't trying to be like disrespectful to him whatsoever. And yeah.
Well, who was? I don't know. I literally just...
I mean,
no, he wasn't.
There was like
he was upset.
I guess maybe I shouldn't have done the poll.
I think it was the topic. You know, it's like a distraction. We're kind of going off topic.
Oh,
well. Yeah, I do that. I do get distracted.
Yeah.
It's also late at night too. I think he's on the same time zone as I am.
Well, what happened to Sterling? He's over here trying to sway that vote, I think, with all his alt accounts.
I can't see the vote. Let me look.
And Sterling, I love Sterling like a lot.
He always comes at me. I like it.
Rad.
It kind of gets you on your toes, you know, like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Try to match
like
that
Dan.
energy.
Dan
I like
does
him
that
and his
shit to everybody.
Greeno. Him and Greeno's dynamic together.
Yeah. It's like a wrestling WWF.
Ken will just like
very
start saying
smart.
stuff just to make you mad. And it's like, dude,
I'm a
just
huge
argue
Sterling
against
fan too. My panel doesn't represent my views in this case, but like I love them all.
It really doesn't.
And so it's definitely challenging to have everybody on and try to like keep some peace, I guess. But I seriously respect like all views and I like having the input of everybody.
Yeah, I have no input.
I respect Richard Allen's view. I take his word for it. I don't take Holman's or McClellan's or Andy and Brad. I listen to Rick when he talks.
Did I ask for Dan to come up here?
Oh no! You just kicked him. That's fucked up.
I'm kidding. He can add himself back. He can add himself
I know.
back. It's not like I can do it. I can't kick him out, honestly.
Just speaking on the elephant in the room. I don't have to stretch or speculate. He just says it like it is.
Well, I'm sorry, Mara. I didn't.
And when I hear him say it, the Usher's confession music starts playing. Like, babe, I gotta tell you.
It was an open panel, so there's
like, no,
people who
shut up.
disagree with others. That's part of like an open panel. So I understand what you're saying there, Mara, but I
guess I
don't even know what the hell
part
was said.
62 of my confessions.
I really don't. Like, when I joined is like what I listened to. It's been 5 minutes, maybe 10.
Where's the Epstein documents?
Oh no, I'm still looking for them, man.
Where's the RFK MLK documents? Come on.
Hey, they banned fluoride. I think this morning.
Did they?
Federally,
Yep.
or is it?
Yep, federally.
I thought a state.
Oh, good. You know,
Good.
honestly, that's good. Because I've heard mixed reviews about that. Just
You won't
guess
hear
it's
mixed reviews about hydrofluorosilicic acid.
I guess it's a
You'll hear-
neurotoxin.
Yeah, the stuff they put in the water isn't
that's what Dan was
calcium
telling me.
fluoride.
Yeah.
The naturally occurring fluoride that they talk about isn't what they put in the water. I've delivered it to Archbold, Ohio, to the water treatment facility. Big tote of it,
yeah.
not for
Did I
human
say fluoride?
consumption. Yeah.
Might be chloride.
No, it's fluoride. It's but
Comes
what they
from
put
Florida,
in the water
right?
isn't.
That's what happens when you go to
Florida,
Florida.
man. Yep.
Is it state different? Like, does each state put different stuff in
Some
their water?
states, yeah, some
asking-
states have like it. I think Ohio and Indiana were mandatory.
I think different
fluoridation states.
different counties in the same state
I'm
have
fairly
different
certain
water
it's
municipal
mandatory in Ohio. Or was. Apparently not now.
So,
That's good
yeah.
though.
So each state's different. They do their own water their own way. That's how it really should be. I'm not sure about the chemicals and all that, or if we should be putting them in there or not.
Just Google the MSDS for hydrofluorosilicic acid and you'll find out that it's not good. It says it damages marine life, it's neurotoxic, it's poisonous, corrosive. Like it's nutty.
Who's your daddy? Hell
Who's
yeah.
your daddy?
That's
11.
a badass name.
Who's
So I
your
think that's a
daddy?
I do like that name.
You can't hate somebody for having a different opinion, but many can. Many get
Many people do. Many people do.
But it's not just having a different opinion though, because I think that I have a different opinion than a lot of people, but I think it's partially how you go about
Passive
talking about stuff,
aggressivity.
and how you you can listen to each other and have different opinions, and it could get tense at times, but I feel if you, I don't know, I'm just gonna shut up. I don't know.
No, you're talking about people being passive aggressive.
I like all opinions that are well reasoned.
Did not say that.
Asperger's.
You don't listen enough for people to tell you.
I've listened to it all. I can sit here and
no, I'm just kidding.
I've literally been on a panel with a guy for 12 hours, 8 to 12 hours a night, being on the Dindu tribe side. I think I know the arguments pretty well.
Yeah, but that's the thing, Dan, is you think you know what everybody's going to say, so you don't listen to what they say.
You don't have to. Cop's bad. Richard Allen innocent. Right there, sums it up. He couldn't have done it. Everyone else did it. Wow, I summed it up.
Fucking Dan.
Shift the goalpost every time you talk about it. I know how Saul Alinsky's rules for radicals work, and then gaslight and call the other side whatever ad hoc attack you could think of. They're bootlickers, they're jackbooted thugs, they're
and it kind of sucks
cop
because
sympathizers.
there are real false confessions and there are real false imprisonments, and there are real setups by law enforcement that happen. People do get set up.
Absolutely. And the other end of that is the people on the fringe on the other side do the exact same thing.
No, I was actually just listening to a case today. I can't remember what. I'll pull it up, but where this dude spent 36 years in prison, and then I found out he was factually innocent, and he was not even the slightest bit mad at the police. Isn't that fucking crazy? I think that's crazy.
Stockholm syndrome, bro.
Well, yeah, there probably is that, but he would not even admit that he was guilty, even if he got a shorter sentence. He just wouldn't, because it wouldn't sit right with him, is what he said. And he was like, "No, I'm not going to say I did something that I didn't do."
Like the West Memphis 3.
Well, that's a debatable one. I didn't want to bring that one up, but yeah.
Good example, though, right?
Yeah.
It's all about apples to apples, not apples to oranges.
I want Evansdale to get solved.
I do
so
too,
bad.
man. Me too. I don't even.
Did you
know.
make your Ash video, Sleuth? Did you put that out? When we were
What's
talking about last week? Ash,
the Asia degree?
Yeah.
No, I didn't put that out. But we did go live about it and we talked about it.
I don't even know what day it is.
Yeah, that's an interesting case. That one's going to break wide open, I think, probably
Wednesday.
within a month or two.
Wednesday.
They just had an update on it.
Yeah,
Paradox, I was trying to tell you the other night.
I'm curious to know where they got that information, you know? Like, I'm curious, where did it come from?
Yeah.
I think the daughters.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think they have them like wiretapped or maybe new search warrant on them too. You know, take their laptops and find all their little secret conversations and shit.
Oh shit! There was a comment by Jenny I wanted to pull up. Oh, where is it?
I'm so interested to hear which one it is.
Are you into the Valo case, Sleuths?
Yeah, I was thinking about going down to the trial, but it's so busy down there. It's chaos.
Oh, it was already pulled out. It was the Criptex seems to be an honest person. I just didn't say.
Oh yeah, I did. I definitely did pull that up.
Yeah,
because Criptex
yeah, I just forgot.
Is
Yeah.
like such. He's genuinely like one of the nicest people I've ever.
Yeah, he's a sweetie. He's getting emotional. It's okay.
Yeah,
Everybody's
he's getting
guilty of
mad.
it every once in a while.
No, I never get mad. Not at Dan, especially. Not once. Not once.
Not every night. Never. Not every day.
I've
every
never
night.
had a debate with Dan when I'm sitting there fucking yelling at
God.
him. Like, never
I'm
have.
like, I cannot handle you guys, dude. I can't.
How do we conclude these debates every time?
I
Dan
win.
decides all the kids need to die. I'm just kidding.
Holy shit.
No, I'm just a
actually,
libertarian.
he's actually pro.
At heart.
Life. Yeah, he's pro-life.
Period.
He wants everybody to live.
He's pro affluent lives.
Yeah,
I'm the one
I'm
that doesn't give a
pro-life. I'm
fuck.
just not. Don't be procreating.
Oh my
Excuse
gosh.
me?
Okay, I think we need to end this stream because
No, you're talking about that I don't like doing handouts. That's what she's getting at. Like
No,
government handouts.
It's not.
And
I'm not gonna
I
say
say
it.
cut them all off.
We don't want it. No, we don't.
And
want
I
it.
don't care. Cut it all off.
Easy,
all of
Lyndon.
it off.
Easy, Lyndon.
Lyndon supported that. Don't
I
make me
know.
quote him. Don't make me quote. What
I didn't
he
know you
said.
were going to bring up the JFK assassination.
Hey, who will be voting for the next 200 years? Who was that?
Oh, you mean when
We passed the civil
KKK
rights bill?
stopped being Democratic?
Yeah, who's gonna be voting Democrat for the next 200 years if we pass the civil rights bill?
Yeah, I am.
The robots.
Biden, little
No,
Lyndon Jr.
Robots. No,
Well, I mean,
I don't know. I
voting
just
for
jumped on
200
here. I
years.
thought Criptex was going to be on here, and I thought you were going to talk about the Delphi case. Apparently, I missed that. So
Yeah.
that's fine.
All I have to say is vote blue. Go to the
Vote.
poll and vote blue.
No, vote
Hey,
purple.
what happened to RFK? Who cucked him? Can
Oh,
we
my
can we
Lord.
all address the fact that somebody a lot of us look forward to having in there decided that screw all the stuff he talked about, Palestine and Israel stuff is a health crisis and not all the shit that's going on.
Johnny, a lot of people believe that. That's
Stop the press.
I love
the politician live.
I'm telling you. Then threw his books
Okay.
into the garbage.
We have to get off this live before somebody
All
that
right.
thinks that I need them to make a video because you guys are disrespecting me and like they want to be my savior. I'm not
fucking simple. All right. Love you, Fishy. Talk to you soon. Sometime soon.
Okay. Thank you all for sticking through. All 32 of you. You guys are champs.
You
man.
better hit the like.
Right.
Yeah, hit the
It's
like.
like
on the
right
way
there. It's so close.
It
And you
is.
better
It's
go and
literally right
subscribe
there.
to Sleuths.
You don't have to.
Well,
No, you have to. It's mandatory.
unsubscribe from Sleuth. And
It's kind of like an
subscribe here.
invite only type deal.
Yeah.
It really
Because
is.
he'll
Yeah,
block you if you don't. If
you're not cool.
talking crap. he'll block you.
In
Unless you're
fact,
like a
I would
+1.
guess that you're probably already blocked.
Oh, shoot. You should unblock Zero Cools. He's super cool.
Okay, I will. I will.
Yes.
You fucking Arizona boys
You
gonna
did.
party together.
Yeah,
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
are all Arizona. What?
Yeah, you're right. You're right there.
I don't make friends.
I'm gonna come out your way and watch a haboob. And then we can go see some real boobs.
Okay, good night.
Audio. Yeah, let's leave it
Later,
there.
everybody.